Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Eric. This is The Road to Freedom. Thanks for joining me. All right, we should actually start with our top 10 goals. Top 10. Because if you don't know your goals, you don't know your head from your asshole. Top 10. All right, we're going to write those down. All right, pause the video. I've already done this morning. Okay, so question, right? We know that we need resources. We know that we have to retire. We know that we don't want cat food to eat for the rest of our lives. That would suck, right? So we've been talking a little bit about finances, retirement, and our road to freedom. Got something for you. It's called Financial Game of Life, okay? This isn't, I forget where I got this from. I was just pouring in, a bunch of hours into studying, learning, being mentored. And so what's very interesting is that independent the culture that they came from, independent of what they're born into, independent of their age, right? Here's what all my mentors shared in common: that discretionary income, and they just didn't fucking spend it. Yeah, assets, you got liabilities. They're putting their money into their assets, whether that's building a business, whether that's investing, right? Whether that's giving themselves more knowledge, because your learning comes before your earning, right? They were putting their money into something that's going to make them more money. That's how you get there, right? That's the gist. So, discretionary income, how do we know where we're at? Are we on the path? Or do we suck? Let's talk about it. Here's a general good ballpark game. So there's 10 steps. 10 steps. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to find out where we're at. We're going to get a good ballpark of what it would take to get to the next step. And generally, right now, where do we think we can end up at? Okay? So where are we at? How do we get to the next step? And where do we generally think we can get at? So it's going to be a lot of number crunching. A lot of numbers. Okay? Want to look at the numbers. And then by doing that, maybe we get more, more confidence, more clarity on this whole thing called finances. And maybe we don't suck, right? There's a goal. Don't suck. That's pretty good. All right, so first one is dependence. Someone's paying for your shit. That's what dependence is. Solvency, you can pay for your own shit, right? Good place to be. You can put the check in the mail. There may not be much left over, but you're at least able to pay for your stuff. Welcome to adulthood. All right, stability. Not only can you pay for your stuff, you have 3 to 6 months set aside. You have a emergency fund, full-fledged emergency fund. Good place to be. You sleep really well. That's an awesome place, right? Debt freedom. This is a great place as well. So these ones, depending on which way you go, like Dave Ramsey or not Dave Ramsey, these can be flipped, right? So like, I'm going to hit this one this year, but I need to rebuild this, right? So you need to flip them depending on your goals. But debt freedom is no debt, right? Next, coasting independence. So the reason why I'm flipping mine is because if I lose my job as a contingency, I want to be able to work at the shittiest job possible and still be able to make it. That's called coasting independence. So I take this fat ass pay cut, pretty much work minimum wage in Washington, and I'd be able to pay all my bills and live, no changes, right? I can still do my $75 a week for allowance. It's $300 a month. I can still do my $400 a month for gas. I can still do all my food, all the other stuff, right? Still do jujitsu. And I can work at a shitty job, and then I won't have to worry about it, right? All right, security. Again, assets, liabilities. You're putting money into assets, whether that's real estate, investments, books, whatever. Your money that you're putting in to make more money can now pay for all your shit. So passive money, brush your teeth money, is now paying for your shit. That's security. One day we will all be there. Financial flexibility. You got 12 and a half years of your expenses, right? You're halfway there to retirement. Hell yeah, good for you. Independence. This is what people call retirement. I got 25 years, I'm doing the 4% rule, man, and I can fucking do it. Except you can't do anything else. You can just do what you've been doing the next 25 years. And no adventures. that sounds like prison to me. I have to get out, go do stuff. That's the reason why I spend $400 a month on gas. I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. So if you want that, if you want to be a couch potato and you want your world to shrink, right? You're only watching the news and then you're upset because you're fucking only watching the news and the news sucks. Who the hell watches the news? They're dumb. You're dumb if you watch the news. Anyway, your world shrinks. The world's on fire because you're watching the news and now you hate life. That sounds dumb. Go out and get some, baby. Go climb a mountain. Go do something else. All right, this is real retirement. Your passive income can pay for your lifestyle, right? Pay for your retirement, and then some. You want to take a drive, you can go on drive. You want to go Bali, go to Bali. You want to go to Spain, go to Spain, right? If you want to go, drink wine in a chateau up in Kansas, I don't know. You could do it, right? You could do maybe 1 or 2 of those trips per year. Last one, abundance. 3 times the amount of financial freedom. So I looked at my goals. This one was $2.4 million, right? This is how much I needed. And then 3 times that, or excuse me, it's 2.4. Somehow I got the 10 million right here. That's the reason I'm after 10. So this must have been 3 million. So $3 million for me, right? And then this right here, this is the $10 million goal for me. So find out what that is for you. Again, you should know generally how much you want to make, how much you want to have. Again, I would think that if you want $60,000 of today's money and you expect to be debt free and you want $60,000, brother, you got a spending problem. Check yourself in the mirror. Check yourself in the mirror. So think about that. Look at the numbers. Okay, when am I going to be debt free? When am I going to be in coastal independence? Because that's fucking awesome. I can't wait to hit that this year. I'm so excited. I love being able to tell my boss to go fuck themselves. I love it. Also, it doesn't make you friends because I've done that before. When would you be? When do you think you can get there? What would it take to get there, right? And then where do you think you can get to? So I'm 33. Honestly, I fucked up a lot. I'm a super aggressive now. Been super aggressive for the last few years. Took some hits, but I can still get to financial abundance, right? With so much. So if you're like me, you may be able to get to financial abundance, right? If you're not like me in your 50s, be realistic with yourself, right? Maybe you can get to 25 years still. Maybe you can get to 12 and a half years still. Maybe you can get to, maybe you can't do that, but maybe you just sink all your money in real estate, right? And that money then becomes passive income, right? And then that is how you retire, because you got passive income just constantly coming in. Maybe that's what you do. I don't know. It's your choice. See you soon. Hasta.